Sin separates us from the presence of God. Disobedience is sin. Adam disobeyed God, and then he was separated from the presence of God. Dear friends, the only way that we come into the presence of God is when we become righteous. Jesus said, if your righteousness does not exceed that of the scribes and the Pharisees, you will no way enter the kingdom of heaven. The scribes and the Pharisees were keepers and teachers of the law of Moses. But that did not make them righteous. What makes us righteous, friends, is obedience to Jesus Christ, because only Jesus can make us righteous. Jesus also said, seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all the other things will be added unto you. Now, friends, what is his righteousness? His righteousness is his standard of righteousness, and that standard of righteousness is Jesus Christ himself. We've got to live in utter obedience to him, to be righteous according to his standard. That does not mean compliance to the law of Moses. That means obedience to Jesus Christ. Because you can say, I am keeping the law like the Pharisees did. But Jesus said that if you look at a woman to desire her, if you look at her, you have already committed adultery in your heart. Why is that? It is because Jesus knows the intention of our heart, and he judges according to the intentions of our hearts. My friends, Jesus Christ is the righteousness of God, and he is the eternal judge. He will judge us. So if our righteousness does not exceed that which can be seen on the surface, if it does not satisfy Jesus Christ, we will no way into the kingdom of heaven. How do we achieve that righteousness? His righteousness. It is only through obedience to Jesus Christ, because he brings eternal salvation to those who obey him. And there is no other way. If you say you believe in Jesus, then you obey him. If you say you believe him and you don't obey him, you're a liar. Because if you believe in Jesus, you will obey him. How do you obey him? If you believe in Jesus and you accept him as your Lord, he puts his Spirit in you, the Spirit of God. He writes his laws in your heart. Immediately you know right from wrong. The moment you step out of line, the Spirit of God in you warns you. Your conscience comes from God, my friend. The Spirit that is in you comes from God. And the Spirit that Jesus puts in you when you accept him is the Spirit that comes from God. But you've got to obey the Spirit of God inside of you. Then you become righteous. If you ignore him, you're ignoring the voice of God. And then you will not attain to his righteousness. The only way that we can attain to the righteousness of God is through obedience to the Spirit of God who lives in us, my friends. It is not by the letter of the word. Will that which the Spirit of God speaks inside of me conflict with what is written? No, certainly not. It will go beyond what is written. Because the Spirit of God tests all things. It tests my heart. It searches the heart. It knows what is going on inside of me. And he judges according to the intention of the heart of man. So, my friend, seek the righteousness of God, which is Jesus Christ. Listen to his voice speaking inside of you. And do not just listen. Obey. Because he is the worker of eternal salvation for those who obey him. Remember, his sheep listen to his voice. There are many who hear. They know what's right, but they don't do it because they're not listening. They're not obeying. If you want to attain to the righteousness of Christ and enter into the kingdom of heaven, then, my friend, you must listen and obey and be righteous as Christ himself was righteous. His Spirit in you will guide you into all truth, my friend. If you do not have the Spirit of Christ in you, and you do not listen, if you do not obey him, you do not belong to him. And he will say to you one day, go away. I never knew you. Become righteous with the righteousness of Christ. Seek his righteousness, my friend, and you will live. May Jesus bless you.